Okay, it says we are live. So, hello, welcome, happy Monday, happy first Monday of December. And yet it's already the 5th day. We are approaching 1 week already in December. Oh no. No, it's fine. I'm welcome. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. I want to get stuff done. I told myself I was going to get up and accomplish XYZ this morning. I slept in, so I did not get the things that were on my list done. So we are sort of starting the week a little behind where I wanted to, but that's sometimes how it happens. However, things are pretty good. We had delicious dinner last night, and then I was just thinking, what did we have for dinner last night? And I can't remember. It was delicious, though, whatever it was. I remember thinking, yum, this was tasty. Anyway, so yes, I have pulled cards for today. They are an interesting fit. And I will have to tell you about one of my ideas because of one of the cards here. I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to do. I kind of doubt it. I don't think so, but it's an interesting idea to maybe play with for a little bit. Anyway, so let's, yeah, I just feel sort of like brain scattered. I did have coffee like less than an hour ago, so maybe that's why. Maybe I'm just like having the brain bounces from the caffeine. Maybe that's part of the problem. I don't know. But let me say hello. Mom Maggie says, hello, lovelies. Hello, how are you? Rosalind says, hello, hello. Here is the AuthorTube channels and stream links. I did remember to pin this to the top of the chat today. Yay. Cool Gamer says, hey, hello, welcome. Divine Fox, hello, how are you? You're partaking while in online school. All right, don't tell your classmates. Well, unless your classmates are here as well, they won't know. But make sure that you take your notes and do all the things that you need to do to succeed in your class as well. So, Stacy says, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Persephone says, hey, writer peeps. Hello. Stacy says, scattered brain, aren't we all? Yes. Scattered, smothered, covered in ketchup, however you order your hash browns is how your brains are. I like mine crispy and salty. Anybody else in the same same menu order? Paget says, hey everyone, happy Monday. You have a great feeling about this week. Ooh, excellent. Good. And Persephone says to Divine Fox, your secret is safe with us. Yes. Monique is here and says, hey everyone, hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. My brain does not want to hold like a thought for like half a second. That is, Monique says you're working on your Buffy fanfic, and by that you mean you're making D&D character sheets for everyone involved in the game. Fair enough. Rosalind says close, dried out and old hash browns. Or dried out and old brains. One of the two. CB is here. Hello, you're moving on the 19th. So your internet is going to stop functioning on Thursday as you transition between. You're moving on the 19th, which is almost 2 weeks from now. But your internet stops on Thursday to like set it up over at the other house. That seems like that's a really long gap. Internet install is the 15th at the other place. That seems like that's a really like long gap in things. Why the long gap? That is strange. I'm sure it's probably to do with like when they have appointments and all that kind of stuff, but that's frustrating. Yeah. Persephone says, drilling down on those 2023 plans and goals, there's been a lot of thoughts. Also drilling down on your word of the year. Ooh, what are you thinking for your word of the year? I have decided I'm going with follow through. In terms of, like, I'm really bad at keeping promises to myself. Like I can usually keep my promises to other people, deadlines and things like that, but I am terrible at keeping those promises that I make to myself. Like this morning being an example, I told myself I was going to get up early. I did not. I didn't even like set an alarm clock. I was just like, brain, do your thing. Of course, brain doesn't do its thing. So I'm terrible at keeping promises to myself. So follow through is sort of like my theme that I want for next year, keeping in mind that I mostly mean follow through on promises to myself. But also like following through, like when I say that I'm going to do things for other people as well. But yeah, so follow through is, I think, going to be my 2023 theme. I mean, phrase, I guess, because I can never just do one word. Like, I can't. So, you know, it just seems like I always have a phrase or a collection of words that I want to focus on. So follow through is my single phrase that I'm going to focus on. Excuse me. Becca says, hello, hello. And Stacy says, I just realized I need to pull out dinner. BRB. Okay, yeah, so this is where we were talking about, yeah, this is 2 weeks for the internet install. That's a long time. CB Paget says, I know you're ready to get back to the main house. You've moved many times and have literally cut off the router or whatever to focus on packing, so it might be helpful. This is also true, though. This is also true, yes. I do this all the time, too. Yes, pressing enter before finishing the message, yes. Okay, so it's just whatever either the brand or the service mandated, which is frustrating. Bonnie being Bonnie, hello all, hello. A follow through is a good one. I thought so. But yeah, I mean, I'm always open to, I haven't penned it in yet. I've just penciled it in. So feel free to change my mind. Pedge says, hi to Bonnie being Bonnie. Sorry about the last sprint. You're super focused, latched onto that bag brands talk and just went off. Thanks for humoring me. You are working on your ADD, I swear. Can we work on it? Is a thing that, like, is it? I don't know. I have bought, Glory Writes the Blues recommended a book for me, ADD-friendly ways to organize your life, because I love the idea of organization, but my brain never seems to, like, never seems to want to cooperate. My habits don't either. And every flat surface becomes just like a holding spot for things. So yeah. But anyway, so Glory recommended ADD-friendly ways to organize your life. I have it. It's on my TBR. Maybe that should be my first nonfiction on my TBR to get completed after the bullet journal myth, which I'm currently reading. CB says that was the only support day you could get. Okay, gotcha. When it comes to the internet, it is now mandatory for me to have self-care staff deal with it. This is, yes, if somebody else can deal with it, that'd be lovely. But having to wait 2 weeks for it is kind of frustrating, for sure. Bunny being Bunny says, you're great to Paget. Mama Maggie says, here I am. Stream Hoppers United. Welcome. Persephone says, I'm contemplating themes like consciousness and mindfulness. Those are also really good things because that covers a lot. Because if you are intentional about doing a lot of things, or intentional about just focusing on one thing at a time. It's very consciously and mindfully focusing on things. It's very good. Frog life, yes. Mom Maggie says, I just made my brother and yourself spinach and tomato omelets. Yum. CB says, OpenReach is it's the connection service for the operation. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, Heather Mattern has a little workbook that is good for helping you find your word of the year. Let me look that up because I have not heard it. Heather Mattern, word of the year. So is it the manifesting magic this year? Is it that one? Is it that one? I think so. Maybe. Share screen. Does it look like these? Manifesting magic this year. A field guide to finding and embodying your word of the year. Let me add that to my list because why not? And I will come back to that later. Okay. Her YouTube channel is Hello Blank Page. Let me also write that down so I can look it up later. YouTube. Hello Blank Page. Okay. Thank you very much for that. And I will definitely check that out. CB says, after the absolute, complete, and utter fiasco that was leaving your old internet provider, these new rules of having someone else help with it is necessary. Yes. You're going to do a depth year. Ooh, interesting. Nice. Paget says, it sounds like a great book. It's too bad because in the moment you're like, this is great. I want to know everything about X. And then later I'm like, you did it again. Yes. Yeah. And I'm this way with hobbies too. Like I'm really bad about like being obsessed with something. And then like once I have the supplies and I try it out for a little while, I don't return to it because I'm like, okay, I've tried it out. I'm satisfied now. So what I really need is like a rental hobby service. Like I just need to go and like try it out. Which I guess means that I should be signing up for like some of those classes at like Michael's and Hobby Lobby for like the different crafty things, or finding those like little studios that do lessons. Because I would love to learn how to do like glass blowing, but I know that I don't like want to intern or apprenticeship for like a whole year or something at a glass blowing forge. Like I just want to play a little bit. I would love to do stained glass, but like I don't necessarily want to buy all the equipment because I had a friend whose mother did stained glass, and I have a piece that they gave me for Christmas one time, but it just looks fascinating and I want to try it. And like I see things on Instagram like hobby wise, and I'm just like, I want to try that. And I bugged a friend of mine in college who was taking a pottery class. I was like, is there any way possible that like you could get me in after hours and just like let me throw one cup? And she talked to her professor, and her professor was like, as long as it's, after hours and it's like on the weekend or whatever, and, no problem. But as long as it was like not an excessive amount. And so my friend did. She's real solid friend. She took me up to their studio, show me around where all the clay versus the tools, and I got to throw several cups. I still have them. I got to glaze them. So yeah, they're fun. In fact, I still have. Do I have one up there? Yes, hang on. Let's see if I've got the other one. Here we go. I'm going to try not to knock things down and break them. Yeah, so So here's one. So I made that one. This one is a little thick. It's a little thicker than it's supposed to be. And then this one is a little thinner. But yeah. So I had fun. They're quite fun, quite amusing. But I think I had one more, but that one cracked. So can't hold water. But yeah, I need a rental service for the hobbies. Because otherwise I'm gonna buy all the supplies and then never use them again. And I don't need to keep all that. So, let's see. CB says it's only a week from when the internet goes off here, so it's not that bad. You've already added 3 gigabytes extra to your phone to cover the week-long gap. At least this time you don't have an exam. True. Very true. Stacy says you follow through because you're not good at following through and completing almost anything. Exactly, which is what I need. I need to really focus on that. So this was where Persephone recommended Heather Mattern's YouTube channel called Hello Blank Page. Okay. Rachel says, whoa, it was 12:32 and then I got into this article and then suddenly, boom, you almost missed the beginning. Oh no, but you're here. So yay. CB Paget says, I moved 12 times in 10 years. Wow. During the 2010s. And I have a great checklist with tips. If you want it, let me know. And then now you're going to halt your hyper focus on your move. Personal growth. Yes. Yeah, that is. Okay. Megan says, hello. I made it. Hello. Welcome. Rachel says, hello, everyone. Hello. And CB says the previous internet service provider will be getting a very strongly worded letter in the new year. Gotcha. CB says, thanks. I think I will be fine, though. Gotcha. Pedro says, same, in other words, to the hobby hopping. Yes. Bonnie says, we have a place like that in New York called Art Park. Oh, I wish we had something like that. We have the college that's right there. So, but I will have to investigate if they let commoners rather than students. So CB says, my cousin did glass art in college, I think. It would be fascinating. But I also want to try Dremel. Bobby Duke art uses the Dremel to do fine carvings on wood and stuff. I think that would be fun. I want to try rock tumbling and rock mining for that. I just want to try all the things. Leslie says you look pretty clear. Thank you. I appreciate it. And Mom Maggie says, have you tried to find a class at the community college where they provide supplies as part of the class fees? I can look into it. My memory from being at UGA is that they did not do a whole lot of that. But that was several years ago, so I'll have to check it again. Paget says, Anna Bourgeois, I think, tweeted once, I'm just a girl standing in front of her ADHD hyperfocus, asking it to latch onto something useful. And I was like, this tweet is the truth. Yes. Very pretty in regards to the cups. Yes, thank you. Ceramics, they're fun. I had a whole lot of fun throwing them. That is for sure. Paget says, however, your hobby hopping is probably one of the things that makes you interesting to talk to and watch. Well, that is definitely one thing. But it's just, I wish I could stick to something and get good at it, So you love the colors. Yes. Thank you. Mom Maggie says, I felt that in my soul. Yes. Yes. With that tweet. Mm-hmm. She nailed it. There's always the library 6 out of 7 days when you're with. Yes. The library is so good. Giving your hummingbird muse the side eyes. Yes. Paget says, hey to Megan. And also the library is the best. Yes. Agreed. You need to do it from the other address. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. There's a place in Houston called the Mad Potter. Your mother and you went there before you came home, and you made her a little change dish for the house in Spain. A friend of mine found a place where you could like paint and glaze your already like pre-made ceramics. And then they also had glass fusing. So I opted to do glass fusing, and I made a Starry Starry Night inspired little tile. I'm going to have to find it somewhere. I don't know where it is. But that was fun too. But we didn't actually like get to see the fusing process either. We just like handed it back to them, and they did their best not to shift it any. The thing with rock tumbling is the tumbler runs for days and the noise can get on your nerves. Yeah, that would be, I might like have to do it out in the woods or something, like run an extension cord back there and just be like, run for a while. Scare off all the deer and the critters in the process. Okay, I've been talking for far too long because that's how we do. So the vulture is our card for today, but it was in the inverse or upside down position. So here's our vulture friend. Nothing is wasted. Are you going to focus, or are you very focused on my shirt today? All right, here. There we go. Nothing is wasted. So again, this was in the upside down position. Do you wish that you could run away from your past or deny your mistakes? Not so fast, says the vulture. You have gained something valuable from the experience. Let your grief or anger move through you, and soon your emotions will transform, for you will come to see that you have learned and grown. The alchemy of transformation is a gift from the spirit, so never disown what embarrassed, disappointed, or shamed you. It will soon be a source of great wisdom and strength as you work with the magic that allows miracles to be created out of sadness and beauty to arise from the ugliness. The vulture wants you to know that you embody beauty, and the alchemical transformation of the past is happening already. Hang in there. You are loved, and so beauty is waiting to come out of the other side of this. So there is your oracle card, your spirit animal for the day. The vulture, nothing is wasted. So if you're looking at your nano project and you're going, this is a piece of, it's not. You must learn from it. Like channel Yoda. Channel Yoda. I don't know why that's, but it is. Okay, the next card is the True Black deck. And we got the Knight of Wands. So here is our knight. She looks very cool. So the knight is brash, courageous, passionate, and blunt. The Knight of Wands, a being of passion, drive, and a dash of recklessness. While we traditionally associate knights with weapons, this one is seen charging in with a blunt shield, headstrong, and in force. Her fierce drive heats the wand in her other hand, imbued with the element of fire of her suite, while feathers trail off of her hair and armors, indicative of this one's penchant for glamour and showmanship. Of all the knights, this one's armor is the lightest. This makes her ready to move in an instant, but is also the least protective. It offers a word of caution that excessive amounts of bravery mixed with minimal planning can be dangerous. He who always succeeds does not know the pain of failure, and this cockiness can result in trouble. Okay, learn from it. You must, CB says. Yes. And honestly, like this recklessness, like no plans, hot-headed, just blazing in, might result in some mistakes that you have to learn from. So maybe that is that. The other card that we got is also a knight, but it is also in the inverse. We got the Knight of Cups, which those of you who have been here for Chimera Moon, you know that this Knight of Cups in the inverse position is Cheater McCheaterson. So this is the more romantic of the knights. Knight on a white horse type of drive. There is a quest. But in the inverse position, too much of a womanizer, too much of a flirt, Cheater McCheaterson. So do not trust him, says Mama Maggie. Exactly. So perhaps you have a character who has rushed in, met Cheater McCheaterson, and is going to have to learn from this mistake and heartbreak. So let's just that in itself is a whole story by itself, which is great. But there you go. So I feel like that's more of a plot line than it is necessarily maybe something for us today. I don't know, but it could just be that we rushed into Nano, and we were super ideal about how Nano was going to turn out, and we're going to have to learn from that for the future. Editing hell, here we come. All right. So we need to do a sprinty sprint. And I think I'm going to start us with, I think I'm going to start us with our beach timer situation. I need to find the right spot though. Okay, present, share screen, Chrome tab. All right, so 1, save your document if you've already been working today. If not, now's a great time to pull up whichever project that you're going to be working on today, because that is going to be a necessary thing. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. And also, this does have the wave sound, so if that bothers you, please feel free to mute me. Ready? Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, that was the first writing sprint. How'd we do? I think I did pretty well. I did a little tiny bit of work digitally. And then I switched to working on some of my notes pages and highlighting where things are going to change in the outline. And sort of adding in some notes for character development, foreshadowing, and things that I have noticed are going to need to be changed. So there is that. So I am at least doing something productive, even if I don't have a specific word count. But I did get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe about 8 small-ish paragraphs, like ish, somewhere around there. But yeah, so there you go. Okay, how'd you do? I hope you either have some progress or maybe you relaxed. Maybe you sort of like delved into your cup of coffee or tea and celebrated marshmallows on hot cocoa or whatever it was that you did. Shadows Lair says, hey everyone, hello, welcome. CB was continuing that line of thought with marshmallows. Every one of your nano projects is a big pile of sticky green marshmallow fluff. I mean, yes. Megan took a shower that sprint and made yourself some peach oolong tea, and then you went job hunting. Peach oolong tea. Perfect timing, says Monique. Excellent. You just finished writing. You'll be taking a lunch break. Excellent. Monique says 856 words in chapter 2 so far. Very happy with your progress. Excellent. Good. Rosalind says, I fell down the rabbit hole that the word of the year is gaslighting. What? Like somebody has been trying to gaslight you, or somebody actually says that the word of the year is gaslighting? Confused. But yeah, Metaface for sure. Leslie says just editing your chapter. Editing has to be done, unfortunately. And I would love to get to the point where I would not necessarily need a whole lot of outside editing. I mean, I know it's good to have some fresh eyes on it and somebody who's like a professional for sure, but I would like to not give them so much work. I would like to get to that point. Divine Fox, it says you did a total word count of the story that you wrote 2 to 3 years ago. Wow, nice. To compare it to something that you're currently writing. Gotcha. Shadows Lair says, oh crap, I needed to go make coffee. Oh no. Oh no. Megan says to Rosalind, so I was thinking you were talking about gaslighting. Space lighting, not gaslighting. So I was very confused. Yes, those are also things. Becca says, got back notes for the first Hexsphere book from a beta, and now you want to dive in and edit, but you have to finish your screenplay first. But you wrote 2 pages. How much do you have left? Because I know that yesterday you had 13 pages partway through that you had to do. So I'm curious as to how much you have left. CB says, I did some filing. Good. I need to file. I have been coming in like it's been, I bought a sort of like TV, well, I don't know, TV tray, bed tray, lap desk, I guess, except it just like sits over your lap instead of on your lap. Anyway, I bought one of those because I thought I was going to be like doing journaling in bed. That has not worked out. I've used it like maybe twice for that. Instead, it's just sitting on top of my 2 end tables back here, and that is where I put my mail. So I need to file my mail. Things like my bills and statements and things like that. So I need to do some of this. So CB, hopefully I can channel you a little bit later and get my filing done. This is in fact supposedly the dictionary word of the year. Really? Really? Gaslighting is the new dictionary word. Wow. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm happy or sad at that fact. Because I think that they added an emoji at some point, didn't they? Or maybe it was just the word emoji. Maybe that was what it was. CB says, trying to organize all of your homeschool resources into one file. Gotcha. Shadows Lair read about that too. Rosalind is laughing about the spacing. Yes. It gets confusing sometimes. CB says, be right back. Stacy is transcribing an old story as well. You're on page 3, slow going. You're doing no editing, just trying to retype it. Gotcha. Becca says, I have about 10 pages left, I hope. I hope it's less, but yes. Rachel says, I caught up in my planner and my calendar scheduling. Then you started a repost of a blog article over to Medium. Why do mainstream songs sound the same? Good question. CB says, okay, I'm back. All right. So we are now approaching the second sprint, which is the self-promo sprint. So I am going to take some time and self-promo. For those of you who were not here yesterday, my tarot journals arrived. So the original is the 8.5 by 11. It is the large print double page spread so that you have 2 full pages, large print, large spacing, in which to do 3 card tarot draws. So this is the original, still up on Amazon. But now we have, let's do this in the right order. We have smaller A5-ish sized. So they're 5.5 by 8.5 size paperbacks. And these again are 3 card draws, undated, 365 days. They are single page this time, but they still have space for you to do your pre and post reading or pre and post energy reading levels, your 3 cards, keywords, initial reactions, themes, interpretations, clarifying cards, and your action plans. We have a couple new designs, like some mushrooms over there on that side. There we go. So we have some new mushrooms and things. It still has the key and the stroke count area. Let me see if I can get that package. Here we go. So you can still draw your own key or keep a stroke count. And I have added over here a stroke count date update section so that you can just pencil in when you last updated. So the paperbacks of this 3 card 365 come in either the blue galaxy or in the red gradient. So you can have either or in the paperback. And because I'm super excited, here is the hardback of the blue galaxy, again for the 3 card draw. So this is the same insides as the paperbacks. It's just in hardback. So I'm excited about it. It's slightly, it's just like slightly taller. So I think, and slightly wider, by like a hair, just like a hair, slightly bigger. And then if you prefer a single card draw, which I know that some of you do, you'd like to have 1 card to focus on, we have the Sunrise Galaxy, which is a single card. 1 card has the same key in the front, but instead of 3 cards, you have 1 card option, and then the little magic doodle is at the bottom. But you still have the same initial reaction, themes, interpretations, clarifying cards, and action plan as the 3 cards, but just for 1 card. And you can get it in hardback. So you have paperback and hardback for the Sunrise Galaxy. And then you have for a single card, and then you have the paperback and hardback for the Blue Galaxy, 3 card, and then paperback for 3 card red. So those are the new tarot journals. And the old one is also still available if you need a large print and or more space to write. So those are now available. Yay. And let me put the link in the chat in case you want it, or in case you want to send it to a friend or someone who might need to buy a Christmas gift. So yay. So that has the link to my Amazon author profile where you can find all of these goodies. And hopefully at some point other books as well. But for now, the tarot journals. Yay. So that is my self-promo. I try not to do a whole lot of self-promo most of the time. I try to let y'all do your own promos. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. Yay. Okay. So now that I have done my self-promo, it is time for you to do your self-promo. And make sure that if you have an Amazon author page, if you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, if you have a social media or blog or website that you want to share, please do let us know about it. Just remember that if you do not have a Blue Ridge of Power, you will not be able to post direct links. You can get around the automated filters by spelling out the word dot in .com and putting in some extra spaces on either side of that word, as well as extra spaces where there are normally slashes. That should get you around the automated filters. So yeah. Okay. And I know I have talked for more than 5 minutes. I made this timer with the intention of like, oh yeah, we'll just like do this and it'll be fine. And yet I can't seem to limit myself to 5 minutes of talking. So, oopsies. Okay, now we have the right timing. So, all right, 1, save your document. Make sure you're saving all of your progress, however much it was. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is we were hydrating with today. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes. Don't forget to do your self-promo in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. How'd that go? I just realized that's not going to work. Got to rearrange. Okay, here we go. All right. I think I said I think I was done, but okay. I've gotten another 5. Is that right? 7. Sorry, 7. Another 7 small paragraphs. So around the same. Let's see. How'd we do? Also, don't forget to do your self promo because it is the second sprint. And let me roll. I did remember to star, I think, where we left off, which is quite a ways. Okay, so Heather popped in. Hello, but Heather's dealing with migraine, but also a little bit better. So you're at least coming in to hit the like button. Thank you very much for coming. But if you need to head off again to deal with the migraine, please make sure you're taking care of yourself. Let's see. I think I missed some of this. Yes. Teresa said, hope you feel better, Heather. Here's the link to those tarot journals. Nikki said, hey, hello. Heather says, thank you to Teresa. Nikki says, you look pretty. Thank you. Appreciate it. You must be the only person who has never seen Avatar. I have seen Avatar, the Last Airbender, but I have not seen the James Cameron Avatar. So you are not the only one, if that is the one you're referring to. Stacy says, CB, I've never seen it as well. And you only saw one Die Hard, the one that came out a few years ago. Gotcha. Megan's self-promo. Have you read the essay that's got the anti-feminists in a tizzy? Check it out. And here is Megan's Substack. And you can check out some of Megan's other links here at Megan's Linktree. Shadow's Lair does games and writes on Twitch Monday evenings under the Shadow's Lair, and your link tree is in the About page on self promo or on the YouTube. Let me redo that. Shadow's Lair self promo is that Shadow's Lair has a YouTube channel, and you can check the About page in order to find the link for their Twitch, where they do game and write streams on Monday evenings. It's a much better phrasing. Like, why couldn't I get that out of my mouth? Words. Stacy says, CB, I don't remember the title. It was Bruce Willis handing off the title. Oh, okay, gotcha. Let's see. Rachel says, my YouTube channel has a new video uploaded, and all of my links should be there as well. Your handle is Rachel D. Adams, which is what you put after the main URL with a slash. Yes. Nicely done. Here is Nikki's YouTube and Instagram. So you should follow all your fellow sprinters. Persephone says, during that last sprint, I disappeared into the kitchen. You sorted some teas and lost track of time. Oopsies. But your teas are now sorted, so bonus. Persephone says, feel better to Heather. Think it was a good day to die. Oh, we're talking about the Die Hard movie. Gotcha. Heather says, you're still running a holiday sale on all of your editing related services. Excellent. 25% off until December 31st, including line editing, copy editing, proofreading, and sensitivity reading. And here is Heather's link tree. And you can sign up for editing services for any quarter next year. Oh no, the internet went out, but it came back. Yay! Mom Maggie asks if anybody needs a link shared in particular. Here is Heather's channel. Here is CB's channel. Here is Persephone Jones's channel. Here is Rachel's channel. Here is Heather says you also have the holiday sale going for the Etsy shop, and the Etsy is in the link tree as well. Here is Shadow's Lair's channel. Here is Stacy's channel. Persephone is sending some love to Mama Maggie, and Heather says thank you as well. Here is Teresa's channel. Here is Becca's channel. Here is Divine Fox's channel. Rachel says thank you. Here is Leslie's channel. Here's Rosalind's channel. Here is Mama Maggie is sharing Monique's. Ms. Ocampo writes. Here is Paget's channel. Here is Mama Maggie's channel. And follow your fellow sprinters. Yes. Laura says, rejoice, the laundry is going. Excellent. Yes, I finally put up the last 2 times yesterday, but it needs doing again. So, the cycle of never-ending laundry. I look lovely. Thank you. I appreciate it. Heather says, I do also have typewriter-themed mini bookmarks coming out into the shop this week. They can also be used for gift tags. Nice. And here is Laura and Laura's channels with the lovely timers as well. Yes. More than just timers, though. Divine Fox says hi to Laura. Becca says you wrote another page, but also needed groceries, so you Instacarted some of those. Nice. Divine Fox is still in online class, only 45 minutes or so left to go, and then you're free. Rachel says, I got my desk cleared of old cups, got some tea, and got through editing half of the article. Nice. Megan says that went well. I took the dogs out and job hunted and watched a fascinating video by your favorite disability advocate and communications professional. Leslie says, I was working on my first part of the chapter in the first sprint, and on the second chapter, you've worked in the second sprint. You are not loving the second part of the chapter right now, though. Oh, no. Gotta get some fixing done then. Stacy typed up another page. Shadow's Lair got coffee and is now working on Vlogmas. Laura says hello to Divine Fox. Mama Maggie says, finished taping down all of my posties on my Kanban mirror and got yourself a chopped pear pieces for a snack. Excellent. Persephone says, more word of the year brainstorming during that sprint. Excellent. Yes, now you have context. Yes, Mama Maggie is kind enough to provide a link parade for us for sharing so that we can follow each other, which is wonderful. We appreciate it. Divine Fox says thank you to Mama Maggie. Heather says, I'm planning on pricing the mini bookmarks and tags as a bundle of 5 for $4. They could also be used in a variety of art and junk journals. Mama Maggie says, I joked about starting a naked writers club for Nano because of laundry. And then someone pointed out that I would have to change genres, so stinky writers is. Heather says there would be a variety of themes for the bookmarks, but you have a listing for the typewriter themed ones. Gotcha. Megan retweeted an interesting video on your Twitter in case anyone is curious. It's about how she would market toilet paper to 2 different types of demographics. Interesting. Now that's a marketing thing. Like, how do you sell the same thing to 2 different groups of people? That's a good question. It's a very good question. All right, I'm going to scroll. I should probably just go ahead and share the screen. That way y'all can see what I'm doing and not wonder what I'm doing in the dark. I'm going to scroll. Oh, so close. Too far. Close enough. Okay. Yes. All right. So, 1, save your document. Make sure you're saving all the progress that you're making. Make sure you have a recent backup if you haven't done so at the end of November / beginning of December. If you have not done that, you should maybe think about it. 2, make sure that you have a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! How was that? Trying to figure out how I want to say this. Okay. I think I finished it in terms of that section. How do we do? I got another 1, 2, 3. 3 longer paragraphs and about 4 other paragraph starts. Not really some solid work on those last couple paragraphs, just kind of like here they're thinking about it. Stacy said, speaking of laundry, I threw in a load. Mom Maggie said, me too. And laundry was indeed one of the things that I intended to do this morning and then did not get started. So I've got to do that. Divine Fox says, if I fix my posture, it'll be gone again within seconds. Yeah, I have to constantly remind myself because I'm the same way. You cannot sit still for the life of me. I did ask if you had a standing desk or one of those giant yoga balls for a chair that kind of is supposed to help with that. Divine Fox says, no, but I would love to have a standing desk because I love standing for whatever reason. Nice. Padge says, laundry guilt. We should be doing it. Persephone is giving Laundry Mountain some major side eye. Rachel says, got a headache, going to go handle that. Good. Thanks for the sprints. I hope you feel better soon. Writers with laundry. Yes, very much so. CB finished dinner and then did an Amazon Fresh shop. Hate going shopping in person this time of the year. Yeah, because it gets really busy, really crowded. Heather was also going to head out, but thanks those of us who gave her some well wishes. But during the stream, Heather managed to finish something in Discord, part of an onboarding process for helping with editing an RPG game. That's amazing. And also fascinating. I have always wondered sort of like how you get in with writing and editing for video games. But I mean, RPG games also. So very cool. Writers with migraines. Yes, unfortunately, that is also a group. Heather says, thanks. You're welcome. Padgett is laughing at Mama Maggie's comment. CB got 45 words. Excellent. Divine Fox says, it's about time I start finishing this chapter because I get to kill a character finally. Mwahahaha. Yay. Becca says, had to yet again go back and change a couple of scenes, but you're really happy with the changes. Fantastic. 9 pages left. I know it doesn't sound like I did much, but I really did. Yes. Sometimes it does feel like that, doesn't it? Megan says, I was on Twitter and then Tumblr. Meh, going to have a tamale for lunch. Tamales. Shadows Lair says, I'm keep trying to film my favorite magic trick and keep messing it up. Oh no. Is it because you're trying to hold the camera as well? Or do you have the camera set up on like a tripod? Maybe the magic just doesn't want to be filmed. Mama Maggie says 276 words. Nice. This is where we were giving the Laundry Mountain a side eye. CB says, I did laundry earlier. You need to change your bed now. The bed sheets. Yeah. You will do that on Thursday. Gotcha. Divine Fox is free. Excellent. Nikki did a lot of reading of the fanfic. Excellent. Okay. So that was that was a good, I think, start to the week. Got some sorting of things done, some re-outlining finished. Definitely, I've gotten. I feel like it doesn't seem like a lot. Like Becca was saying, it doesn't seem like a lot, but I feel like I did a good amount, for sure. But I think that is going to be it for me today because I do have to go do laundry. So I'm going to not have a bonus sprint today because it's already 3:12 as well. So don't forget, pinned to the top of the chat is the AuthorTube spreadsheet. Also, in case you want it again, here's my link for the Amazon profile and where you can find the tarot journals. So yes, but also don't forget to save before you go. Save all of your work that you have managed to do. Keelan just started a stream. Perfect timing. I wish I had figured out how to do the raid. Oh wait, I can't do the raid until I reach 1,000 subscribers. That's what it is. I'm still plugging away at getting the subscribers. I'm at 657 now. So still not 1K, but we'll eventually get there at some point. Then I can do the raids on YouTube. So, all right, y'all. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see y'all soon. Don't forget, since it is Monday, Gloria Writes the Blues will be on at 4, which is in about 45-ish minutes. And there are several other evening and late afternoon into evening sprints. So make sure you check out the spreadsheet link that is at the top of the chat. And I will see y'all soon. All right. Bye. Have a good one.